Pretty pleasant day for baseball. The sun has come out. It's about 55 degrees. And Matt Koenig ready to deliver the first pitch for the Jersey Blues. The righty is set from the stretch. And here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it goes to the backstop, ball one. Leadoff hitter Sammy Nazaj for Bucks County. He'll be followed by Alex Fantasky and Austin Frank. And the 1-0 is on the outside part of the plate for a strike. The strike called by the home plate umpire, Carl Koester. Sean Trice is the umpire today on the bases. And 1-1 to the plate is high and away, 2 balls and a strike. Brian Gadsford here with you as Matt Koenig makes his second appearance of the season. It's his first start. On 2-1, it's fouled off the foot, and the count will be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's take a look at how Brookdale lines up defensively this afternoon. In the outfield, it's Pizzuti, Sheehan, and Gardner from left to right. On the infield, Diaz and Lopez are on the left side, Clark and Kernan on the right side, with Shane Andrews doing the catching. 2-2 count on the leadoff hitter, Nazaj. And it swung on and missed, got him with an off-speed pitch for the first out of the day. So 1 out, nobody on. Alex Fantasky will step in, a left-hand hitter for Bucks County. And Koenig, who works exclusively from the stretch, deals about knee-high and called a strike. Fantasky off to an outstanding start with the bat. He's batting .600. 6 hits and 10 at-bats. Waits on an 0-1 and takes another strike. It's 0-2. The on-deck batter is Austin Frank. Bucks County out of the USCAA. That's the U.S. Collegiate Athletic Association. 0-2 is bounced in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes. This program formerly a member of the Region 19, but left about 8 years ago and now part of a different league, making their only trip to Lincroft on the season as the next pitch is skied in the air left side, and that'll be onto the grass out of play. Team that's off to a 2-3 start for the year. They dropped their first 3 and then had a couple of rollicking wins their last time out. And that one in the dirt and skips them on by. Koenig just a third of an inning of work so far and has been charged with 3 earned runs. So he's looking to get that ERA down a bit in his first start on the mound. 2-2 the count. And Fantasky takes, and it just missed. So that'll fill it up. Payoff pitch upcoming. And it swung and missed for strike 3, so a good start for Koenig, who has back-to-back strikeouts to start his afternoon. 2 down. And now he'll contend with right-hand hitting Austin Frank. Frank is batting at .286. He's homered once to go along with 4 knocked in. Called a strike. Koenig looking for a 1-2-3 to get his outing started and turn it over to the Jersey Blues offense, which has been wrecking the baseball. Hit foul, and quickly 2 strikes in the count. Frank, a freshman from Methicton, Pennsylvania. He's down in the count, 0-2. And Koenig deals. Strike 3 called. How about the start? He strikes at the side in order. Now Brookdale comes up with no score. Bottom of the first inning, Brookdale coming up in a scoreless game. It'll be Justin Lopez to get it started for the Jersey Blues. He's not in the original starting lineup today, but he finds himself in there against the left-hander Matt Pannoni, who delivers the first one. It's a fastball for a strike. On deck, Anthony Pizzuti and then Shane Andrews in this home half of the first. 0-1 to the plate, bounces in, a ball and a strike. Lopez's freshman season is off to a very nice start. Batting .294, has a home run with 7 knocked in. On 1-1, he can't catch up, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Brookdale, the offense, in a word, has been scintillating on its way to a 6-0 start to the year. That's taken high and away. 5 of the 6 played here at home. They've won all of them. Trying to keep up the winning ways in the early part of this season. That's down in the dirt. The sun was not out prior to this game starting, and now it is out. And Lopez takes ball 4, and he's on to start for Brookdale. And so that brings in Pizzuti, and his season is off to a rollicking start with 5 home runs and 20 runs batted in. The home run number is tied for first in the region. The RBIs, you might think he'd lead it, but he's in second. Ball 1. And that goes with a batting average that is .556. 15 hits and 27 at-bats. 1-0. Takes a strike. Brookdale has been scoring plenty. Double-digit runs in all 6 games. They've topped the 20 mark twice already. Checking on Lopez, who dives back in. On the defense behind the left-hander Pannoni in the outfield, the Centurions have Fantasky, Nizaj, and Condren. That's left to right. On the infield, it's Frank, Pan, Nizaj, and Erglovich around the horn. This is popped in the air foul. First baseman Erglovich, and it lands untouched. John Mulder does the catching, and Matt Pannoni is on the mound. First start of the year for the lefty, his second appearance, so much like Koenig on the other side for Brookdale. No score, bottom 1, as Brookdale looks to get off to another fast start. Another throw over. The Jersey Blues have already stolen 23 bags and been caught twice. Dangerous hitter at the plate, swings and misses, and that is strike 3. So Pizzuti out, number 1. And Shane Andrews will be next, the everyday catcher. Another guy off to a tremendous start. He hits what could be a double play ball to short. Out at second. The relay throw on a bounce gets away. Andrews safe at first. They force Lopez at second, and there are 2 out. So Andrews takes Lopez's place at first. And Malik Little will be the one to stand in. And Little is hitting over the 500 mark to start his season through the first 6 games at .526, looking for his first long ball. He's knocked in 7, lefty to lefty, and ball 1 as it's dropped by Mulder behind the plate. Jersey Blues most recently blowing away Salem in a doubleheader effort on Saturday afternoon. Called a strike to even the count. They won Game 1 11-6, and then Game 2 was one of their 20-run outbursts, winning 20-7. 1-1 pitch with the runner in motion. It's low and in the dirt. Throw goes to second, and in standing with a steal is Andrews. The throw got away, but Andrews settles for just the 1 base. A 2-out runner in scoring position. Andrews getting a pretty good lead, and Little fouls it straight back to the fence behind home plate. Two and 2. And Little hits it sharply on a hop to short, but gobbled up by Pan, and he'll toss to first in time to retire the side. A walk in 1 left after 1 from Brookdale. No score. Top of the second inning from McLaughlin Field on the campus of Brookdale Community College. Jersey Blues and the Bucks County Centurions this afternoon. Evan Erglovich, first man up in the top of the second. And Matt Koenig gets a swinging strike. May have gotten a piece. 0-1. Middle of the order due up with Ty Pan and Joe Ruggiero set to follow after Koenig struck out the side in his opening inning. And it's fouled out of play, quickly 0-2, so the formula for Koenig has been getting ahead in the count. So far, 3 strikeouts, and Bucks County looking to put one in play for the first time, but an 0-2 count. Fouled off another. Bucks County first baseman is batting .563. He's the only Centurion to homer multiple times with 2. Driven in 7. Another 0-2 on its way, and it hit him. So not what Koenig had in mind. Ahead in the count, he just brushed the jersey on an inside pitch, and that's how they get their first base runner. So it brings Ty Pan to the plate, one of the sophomores from Doylestown, PA. Erglovich leading off first. And taken a little bit low, 1-0. Pan batting .533. It seems like every player on both sides, you look at the offensive numbers, and the batting average is 400 or 500. 2-0. Pan is not homered with 5 batted in. On 2-0, he takes a knee-high strike. As I mentioned for Bucks County, they started with 3 straight losses, and then they met Manor College and absolutely trounced them in a doubleheader. Next one to the plate, Pan just gets a piece to bounce it. They won Game 1 29-3 and Game 2 35-0. Games that were done after 4 innings, and I bet Manor College couldn't wait to get those games done. Those are ugly scores. Next from Koenig. It's bounced to the left side, third baseman Diaz. Does he get the out at second, and then the throw gets away from first, taking off. The second is Pan. So they were able to get 1 out on the play, and the runner second base. And Joe Ruggiero will be the one to stand in. He's the designated hitter for Bucks County. Pennsylvania School in Newtown. Runner in scoring position at second, and 1-0. Both of these teams were supposed to play a doubleheader as we get a pickoff try at second. It gets dropped. Both teams scheduled to play on Sunday, but neither ended up happening. Brookdale against the Bronx. So it ended up being a rest day for the Jersey Blues, now back in action here this afternoon. 1 on, 1 out for Koenig at the mound. And Ruggiero takes 1 out of the strike zone. 2-0 the count. Bucks County has only put one ball in play so far, 3 strikeouts, a hit batter, and then a fielder's choice the last turn. 2-0. There's a strike. Ruggiero is batting. And that missed the mark. 3-1. It's not just Brookdale that's been scoring a lot in the early part of the season. Bucks County, particular their last 2 games, have padded the offensive numbers by an enormous amount as the count is now full. Waiting on deck, John Mulder, the catcher. Long turn at bat here. Koenig hoping to win the battle against the right-hand hitter, and he'll step off. Scoreless so far as Bucks County bats in the top of the second. And now the payoff is swung and missed, strike 3. So down goes Ruggiero, and it is strikeout number 4 in 6 batters for Matt Koenig. 2 out. And the inning left to John Mulder, who looks it called. Strike 1. Bucks County catcher is in his first season. Yardley, Pennsylvania. Looking to cash the game's first run with 2 out. He cues one foul, and quickly it's 0-2. Game here that we saw last week against Rockland. You talk about a game that swung back and forth a few times. Brookdale ended up winning a game in which there were 31 combined runs, 19-12. Started that game down 3-0, took the lead, saw that get away, and then had one of their traditional big innings. 1-2. And a little bit of a breeze blowing as you see the American flag in right center field. 1-2 comes home. Mulder drives one left field. Pizzuti toward the line, and he'll won't get there. It's a foul ball. Pizzuti going a long way for it. We saw him in center field earlier this season, but he's in left with Sheehan switching places with him and playing center today. 2 strikes in the count on Mulder. It's Koenig looking to strand a runner in scoring position, but he's the 1-2 pitch. Runner faked the go, swung and missed, strike 3. Make it 5 strikeouts in 2 innings as Koenig has worked 2 scoreless. Off to the bottom of the second, no score. Junior Nunez to lead it off. I'm Brian Gadsford. We're streaming live on Brookdale TV and YouTube. Scoreless game, bottom of the second. No hits in the game so far. That's news with the way Brookdale's been swinging the bats. Strike one called. Nunez, Rich Kernan, and Casey Gardner to take the swings in this bottom of the second. Another strike, and quickly it's 0-2. So maybe, just maybe, we'll have a well-pitched game today. Matt Pannoni taking the mound for the Centurions of Bucks County. A ball and 2 strikes. In the air, right center field, sinking base hit. And so Nunez didn't cover that ball, but he got a bloop and got the first hit of the game, a leadoff single. So that adds to a batting average that came in at .688. He now has 12 hits and 17 at-bats. That's getting it done. Rich Kernan next, left-hand hitting first baseman. And he hits the first one foul out of play. 0-1. And Kernan, well, he's batting .500, 7 hits and 14 at-bats with 1 homer. 6 driven in. Checking on the runner at first. Diving back in is Nunez. Brookdale, the team batting average through 6 games is .465. Cut and a miss. And you talk about they're getting a hit nearly 1 every 2 times at bat. It's just remarkable what they've done. Other pickoff throw and safe. Nunez continues to measure the lead. Lefty to lefty, he takes off. Pitch swung and missed. Throw to second on the money, and he is out. A perfect throw from Mulder to gun down Nunez, and the caught stealing is the first out of the inning. And it was a strike him out, throw him out double play. Kernan out on strikes. So 1 pitch and 2 outs. As Casey Gardner, the right fielder, with now the bases clear. Breaking ball snaps in for a strike. Gardner's in the top 5 in the region in stolen bases. Swiped 5 out of 5. 1-1. He's batting .273. 1 driven in. Brookdale as a team, 12 home runs through 6 games. That's 2 homer per game pace. 2-1. No runs on the board in the early going today, and we are scoreless, bottom of the second. On 2-1. 3-1 the count. Gardner kept it going. Chris Clark would bat in the inning. Clark getting the start at second base. And it's hit foul out of play. The count has run full. Gardner, one of the freshmen looking to make his mark on this program out of Howell, New Jersey. With a full count, he swings and hits one off the end of the bat foul down the line and right. A lot of talent has moved on from last year's team, but this group has not missed a beat in the early part of the season. Again, the 3-2. Down and in ball 4, and he'll scamper on to first base. A 2-out walk. And Chris Clark will dig in. 5 hits and 15 at-bats to start his sophomore season. It's on the corner. Strike 1. Two-out runner at first. Gardner a threat to run. And Clark fouls it back, and quickly he's down in the count. So Pannoni looking to usher a second straight scoreless inning. Ahead 0-2, and the lefty deals. Swing and a miss, went to the off-speed. Mulder will throw down to first, the inning over. So a single, a walk. Brookdale leaves one after two, and Lincroft, no score. Top of the third inning, Brookdale and Bucks County in a scoreless game. Milo Condren leads off. He's the right fielder. And takes one that bounces in the dirt, 1-0. Centurions sent up 8, 9, and 1 in the order against Matt Koenig. A job well done for the Brookdale right-hander through 2 innings. As that's hit to the left side. Nice cutoff by the shortstop. Lopez, long throw on target, and he got him. That is a terrific play by Lopez on the backhand, and the throw right on target as Condren is out number 1. And Jaden Nizaj will stand in. Line up at the top and at the bottom has the Nizages, Sammy and Jaden, and called a strike. Jaden is the center fielder hitting 9th. Sammy waits in the on-deck circle. 0-1, 0-2. And Matt Koenig has 5 strikeouts already. Is not allowed to hit. He hit a batter for the only base runner against him. He's dealing. And his next pitch is ball 1. So with the way these two teams had been scoring, that it could be another slugfest today, but so far, pitcher's duel. No runs on the board. Popped foul. Fairly nice afternoon for the fans who have made their way to the park. Too high. And that evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Zaj has been very effective, even though he's the number 9 hitter, batting .389, 11 runs batted in, and that leads the club. Strike 3 call. They ring him up, and that is 6 strikeouts, first time through the order for Matt Koenig. 2 down. He has the good stuff working today. Sammy Nizaj was his first strikeout victim leading off the ball game. Base is empty. First one of the right-hand batter, taken in the dirt. This is a welcome sight for a Jersey Blue team that while they've been swinging it great, pitching has left something to be desired with an ERA that is over 6. Another one in the dirt, and they haven't gotten much length at all out of any starters. In fact, I don't know that there's been a pitcher who's gotten through 3 innings. But Koenig, 1 out away from doing so and hasn't given up a hit in the process. There's a strike. Scoreless game, top half of the third. 2-1, 3-1. The on-deck batter is Alex Fantasky, the left fielder. Koenig behind for a rare time, 3-1. He's ready. And his pitch, ball 4. So that was 3 straight that missed in the dirt. And a 2-out base runner. So Fantasky steps in from the left side, his second at bat, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He has not been alone in striking out against Matt Koenig. And it's bounced to the first baseman. Koenig gets a nice easy hop, takes it himself to the bag, and the inning is over. A walk, 1 left. Matt Koenig, 3 sharp innings, middle 3 with no score. Declan Sheehan, first man up, bottom of the third inning. Brian Goudsword here with you on Brookdale TV. No score in the game. A new pitcher takes over for Bronx Bucks County with a swinging strike on Sheehan, and it is Isaac Galarza, the right-hander. 9-1-2 due up for Brookdale. A ball and a strike with Justin Lopez, Anthony Pizzuti scheduled next. Check swing foul. That one ran in, and Sheehan had to take an emergency cut. Ball and 2 strikes. Sheehan 3 hits and 7 at bats to start his freshman year. And he flares one down the right field line. That lands foul. Didn't miss an extra base hit by too much. So the line on Matt Pannoni, the starter for the Centurions, is complete. He held Brookdale off the board through 2 innings. Only 1 hit surrendered, 2 walks, 3 Ks. And will be relievers the rest of the way. On a 2-2 pitch, Sheehan bends away, and it missed. A full count. Payoff pitch leading off this inning. Here it comes, and it's up and in, ball 4. The leadoff man is on. Brookdale hasn't had much working offensively, but they have had the leadoff man on in all 3 innings. Justin Lopez, the first to accomplish that, drawing a leadoff walk. Another start at shortstop for the freshman. Runner takes off. It's bunted. A good one. And the pitcher throws too late. A bunt single as Lopez moves Sheehan up and reaches first. And runners at first and second with nobody out. Well, it was a good bunt by Lopez, but the pitcher, Galarza, didn't go hard after that ball. And didn't throw with a sense of purpose to first base and lost the play. So now he puts himself in a tough spot facing Pizzuti. 2 on, nobody out. Pizzuti struck out his first time. 5 home runs already. Takes ball 1, it goes to the backstop, and the runners move up. Sheehan to third, Lopez to second. And now Pizzuti, with a base hit, can give his team the lead. Bucks County is moving the infield in, looking to cut off that potential first run. We're scoreless so far. 1-0, Pizzuti fouled it off. Guy who excels in multiple sports. In high school, he played football and basketball in addition to baseball and was a star in all 3. Now Brookdale happy to have him as part of their group. And he pulled the string on him, swung and missed, 1-2. Well, Galarza would love a strikeout here. Shane Andrews waits next. 1-2. High in the air, first base side. Erglovich coming over hoping for a play, but he does not have one. Sheehan at third, Lopez at second, both in scoring position, nobody out in the inning. Brookdale looking to strike for the first time and break the ice. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 20 RBIs already. Second in the region. Player for Rowan Gloucester holds the top spot. And it's slugged in the air center field. Should be playable. Moving over Nizaj. It's the right fielder, Condon, to make the catch. Tagging at third, Sheehan. He comes to the plate and scores. Lopez moves up to third. And Anthony Pizzuti plates the first run with a sacrifice fly. 1-0 Brookdale. So a doubly productive out to score one and move the back runner to third. Now Andrews will try to get Lopez in. Granted into a fielder's choice his first time up. Breaking ball taken for ball one. Infield remains in. With only one out in the inning. Andrews already 3 home runs. And he rockets one into left field for a base hit. Come on home, Lopez. Andrews takes the turnaround first, heads for second. He's in there, an RBI double, and it's 2-0. So Andrews picks up RBI number 9. Brookdale has scored a pair. Broken a scoreless tie in this third. Now Malik Little. 1-0. Little one at bat, grounded out to short. That was in the first. And with hitters count on 2-0, ball 3 without a strike. Andrews, the base runner, taking his lead off second, and Little takes off the plate away, walked him on 4 straight. So now you got Junior Nunez. All he's doing is batting around 700. 12 hits and 17 at bats. Already a hit today. He was caught stealing, and he takes up high. Caught stealing was just the 3rd time Brookdale has been caught in 26 opportunities. 2 on with only 1 out. And there'll be a meeting at the mound as Mulder heads out for a conversation. And Nunez now has the reins as the regular at third base after being a part-time player as a freshman. And it's ball 3, and dangerously so, as he had to vacate the batter's box. So Galarza having a difficult time of it on the mound in his first inning. Matt Pannoni worked the first 2 scoreless. Jersey Blues now with a 2-0 advantage. Looking for more. On a 3-0 count to Nunez, who takes, it's off the glove, it's a strike. But down to second goes Little. And both runners move up. Andrews now at third with Little at second. A base hit could double the Brookdale lead. First base open. Rich Kernan waits next. Going from the full wind. The pitch is a little bit high, ball 4, and they're loaded up. Kernan an opportunity to do damage. Corners are in, middle infield hoping to turn 2, and Kernan watches ball 1. 3 walks in the inning to go along with a couple of hits. 2-0 to the backstop it goes. Here's Andrews to score. He's in. The other 2 runners move to second and third. It's 3-0 on the wild pitch. So Little now at third with Nunez at second. Kernan takes inside, and now it's 3-0. Difficult inning continues for Galarza. Sophomore right-hander's next one is cut and missed. Kernan swinging 3-0 and came up empty. Casey Gardner is in the on-deck circle. The next one is grounded foul. From 3-0 to 3-2. And now the full count offering is hit right back to the mound. Freeze the runner at third. Get the out at first. It's out number 2. Nicely done by Galarza. Runners stay put at second and third, and Kernan's the second out. So the 2-out opportunity for Casey Gardner. Brookdale has scored 3. Leading the game 3-0. Infield can back up with 2 retired. Breaking ball is in there, called a strike. Gardner worked to walk his first time up. Nothing in 2. Throw down at third, but back safely. Little. He's there with Nunez at second base. 1-2 pitch. Galarza, if nothing else is working quickly, his 2-2 is contacted and fouled off the bat of Gardner.
Nice pitch. There we go. 2-2. Excellent.
Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. The throw to first completes the put-out, the inning over. But not before Brookdale scores 3. Pizzuti the sac fly. Andrews knocks in 1. And now we played 3. Brookdale 3, Bucks County nothing. Part of the order due up for Bucks County. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters against a new pitcher as the righty Sam Hirschman takes over on the mound for the Jersey Blues. Now leading the game 3-0. And righty to righty with the first pitch. It's up and in, 1-0. Evan Erglovich tied Pan to follow in the inning. Centurions looking for their first hit. They've been held hitless through the first 3. All of that against Matt Koenig, who had an outstanding start today. 2-0. Bucks County third baseman took a called third strike. His first time up. That's one of 6 strikeouts. All on the ledger of Koenig, done after 3 innings today. 2-0 is lifted in the air, center field. Steadying as Declan Sheehan reaches up and makes the catch. 1 away. And that'll bring up Evan Erglovich, big first baseman. Had an 0-2 count his first time up and then was hit by a pitch. Big left-hand hitter has already homered a couple of times. Strike 1 called. Only base runners on a hit by pitch and a walk for Bucks County. That's well wide, a ball and a strike. So Hirschman, the freshman right-hander out of the Bronx, New York. Have a bit of a sidearm motion, and he finds the strike zone. 1-2. So Koenig goes 3 scoreless, no hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 6, and hit a batter. Johnny Johnson could not have asked for much more. Fastball runs a bit in tight. Base is clear and 1 out. And it's sent foul. That'll be onto the grass. You've got a couple spectators that are having a catch out there. Retrieve that baseball. Another 2-2. Down and inside, and the count is run full. Waiting on deck is the shortstop, Ty Pan. Full count on Erglovich, and the payoff, he takes ball 4. And he's a 1-out base runner. So it brings in Pan, reached on a fielder's choice his first time. That was in the second, 0 for 1. So no runs on no hits for Bucks County. Brookdale with a 3-0 lead. Pan shows bunt and misses. Throw behind the runner at first and back safely. Erglovich nearly wandered a bit too far, and Andrews was paying attention. Not quite in time to get the out. Pan has driven in 5 runs while sporting a batting average better than 500, but looks like he's giving himself up this turn at bat. He showed bunt on the first pitch. He was showing bunt as the pickoff throw went to first. He shows again. Now he pulls back and looks at a strike. So Hirschman ahead of him 0-2. And it's hit on the ground, chance for 2. Underhand toss to second. 1, guns the throw to first in time. Beautifully done, 4-6-3. And because of the double play, nobody left on. We're middle 4, Brookdale 3, Bucks County nothing. Three nothing Brookdale. They come to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Brian Gadsford here with you. Jersey Blues send up 8, 9, and 1 in the order. And the new pitcher, right-hander Lucas Kimbrough, takes over. And his first pitch is a little bit high, 1-0. Clark, Declan Sheehan, and Justin Lopez in this inning. A ball and a strike. Clark was struck out his first time up. He was the only Jersey Blue who did not bat in the 3rd, and Brookdale sent 8 to the plate and scored 3 times, leading the game 3-0. Bounce towards short. There is Pan to sweep it up and throw on the move and get Clark at first base, 1 man away. In steps Sheehan. He scored one of the Brookdale runs, drew a walk, came around. They drew 3 walks in that 3rd inning, all against Galarza, who had a rough time of it over his 1 inning. This one's lifted out to right field. It sends Condon back. He's not going to get there. He plays it on a hop. Sheehan to second. He has an extra base hit, a double. Start the 3rd time through the order with Justin Lopez. Wasn't supposed to start, not in the original lineup. It was supposed to be Justin Diaz. But Lopez in there and has been on base twice, a walk and a single. Looks at ball 1. End of the day batting .294, which is not nearly what Brookdale is batting as a team, but still respectable enough. And runs inside, 2-0. Lopez scored his last time up in the third. And Kimbrough, the sophomore, deals and gets one by Lopez. 2-1. Justin has one home run this year. We saw it here last week in the game against Rockland. It was kind of the hit that put the icing on the cake of a 19-12 final. A game in which Brookdale hit 5 home runs. 2 by the on-deck hitter, that's Pizzuti. 3-1 with 1 out. And he takes ball 4, and there are 2 on base. So the table is set, and now Pizzuti. Hitless so far, but drove in a run his last time on a sacrifice fly. Struck out his other time in the first. Called a strike. I don't think Pizzuti thought so. It's the one negative of his game. He's led the team in striking out. He's fanned 6 times. On 0-1, he hits a sharp grounder on one hop to third. Out at third. Throw across the diamond is dug out, but not in time. Then they sail it, throw across the diamond. That's going to score a run as Lopez is in. Sheehan was forced at third base. And Brookdale now has a 4-0 lead. So kind of a wild play as the ball was thrown back and forth across the diamond. They get 1 out. Goes as a fielder's choice. Sheehan was forced out. Lopez, the one who scored, and now Shane Andrews. 2 out in the inning, 4-0 Jersey Blues. Lone runner at second, Pizzuti. Strike 1. Andrews, the fielder's choice, a double and a run scored. The Brookdale catcher, who's one of the leaders on this team, is a sophomore, and he's already surpassed his home run total from last year. Slugs this one deep down the left field line. That ball is foul. So Andrews yanked one and didn't miss yet another home run by all that much. It would have doubled his output from last year when he hit 2. He wanders back toward home plate, and the at-bat continues with an 0-2 count. Long look in from Kimbrough, the right-hander. Now ready at the stretch, and he strikes out Andrews to end the inning. But Brookdale tacks on 1. We played 4. Brookdale leads 4-0. Top of the fifth inning, we're streaming live on YouTube on Brookdale TV. Jersey Blues out in front 4-0, looking for their 7th straight win to start this season. Taking on a Bucks County team that enters 2-3, having won their last 2, and scoring a bundle of runs in those last 2 games. Joe Ruggiero first up and called a strike. Sam Hirschman starts his 2nd inning of relief work after Matt Koenig worked the first 3. A ball and a strike. Ruggiero, John Mulder, and Milo Condren. It's the 6, 7, and 8 part of the order for the Centurions. Made the trip from Pennsylvania for this afternoon's game. Pitch out of the strike zone. Ruggiero struck out his first time. Brookdale pitching has struck out 6, but all of that is Koenig's doing. And this is hit high in the air, but not very deep. Left center field, moving over Sheehan. He has the call and the catch. 1 out. And John Mulder, also 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Not much luck for the Bucks County Bats. They have been held hitless against a combination of 2 Jersey Blues. Cut on and missed. One and one. Sun has been a bit in and out, mostly cloudy. Mid-50s afternoon. Supposed to be a high of about 60. And here's the pitch. Jersey Blues were supposed to play tomorrow, but the weather does not look good. A lot of rain in the forecast, so they've moved the matchup with Felician to Thursday afternoon. There's a JV opponent that Brookdale will be going up against the day after tomorrow. The next from Hirschman is swung and missed, strike 3. So ring up another Centurion. That is 7 strikeouts for Brookdale pitching, 2 down. And Milo Condren. Nobody on base. Brookdale having their best effort on the mound with another called strike. So even though they've been winning, they've been giving up a lot of runs. So far, blanking Bucks County and leading 4-0. Did he hold up? He did not. Strike 2. So Hirschman looking for a fast inning, 2/3 of the way there. And ahead 0-2 on Condren, who's 0 for 1, bounced out to the shortstop. The pitch just missed with the heater. That one to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes And he didn't get the call. Another borderline pitch. So perhaps Hirschman getting squeezed on a couple of pitches this turn. Condren hoping to coax out a walk. He's run the count full. And it'll be a payoff with 2 out. Strike 3 called. 1, 2, 3 with a couple of strikeouts as Bucks County down in order. Middle of the 5th, Brookdale 4, Bucks County nothing. Sean Essler takes over on the mound for the Centurions, and he'll go after the middle of the Brookdale order. It starts with Malik Little, who hits the first one sharply, knocked down by Frank at third. Can he recover in time? No. A beat late with the throw, and Little has himself an infield hit on the first pitch of the inning. Here's Junior Nunez twice on base today. Ball 1 low. Brookdale leading 4-0. One game today will go as long as 9 innings if necessary. These teams will meet again on Bucks County's home field a little bit later in the year. 2-0, and the catcher can't find it. Mulder had no idea where the ball was, and Little takes second base. Mulder had come back deep to the backstop, and the ball didn't get too far away from the plate. 2-0 on Nunez at the plate, who was singled and walked and been caught stealing. And he cuts and misses, 2-1 the count. On deck, Rich Kernan. And Brookdale get to double digits. That's the streak they're working on in the run category. Double figures in all 6 games. Bounce to the left side. Big hop for Frank. He's got it. Throws to first in time. And taking third with a diving slide is Malik Little. So Nunez is out. Runner at third with 1 out. And Rich Kernan will be the batter. Infield comes in. Brookdale first baseman 0 for 2 is struck out and hit a comebacker. 1-0. He's hit 1 home run with 6 driven in. And he hammers this one deep to right. Back goes Condra, and that ball is foul. So Kernan turns one deep. And a couple of long foul balls by Brookdale bats. Andrews had one earlier in the game, the other side of the field. Now the 1-1 delivery is bounced foul, first base side. It's a ball with 2 strikes. Sean Essler is the 4th pitcher for Bucks County. Ahead 1-2, he deals. Breaking ball, hit hard up the middle. Shortstop Pan is there. He'll get the out at first, but a run is home to score. As Little crosses the plate, Kernan picks up an RBI, and it's 5-0. So the bases are now empty for Casey Gardner, who has walked and struck out 0 for 1. 0-1. Brookdale was held scoreless through the first 2, but you knew you couldn't keep them down for too long. And they tallied 3 in the 3rd, added 1 in the 4th, and 1 more this inning. 5-0 the score. 1-1 as Gardner had to vacate a bit. Wind in the 2-1. Off the plate. Brookdale has worked out 6 walks already. 3-ball count here for Gardner, who swings and chops one down to the 3rd baseman, Frank. He throws across the diamond, and that'll do it. Brookdale adds 1. Little, an infield hit, comes around to score. After 5 from McLaughlin Field, 5-0. I'm Brian Gadsford. We start the top of the 6th inning. Brookdale leading Bucks County by a 5-0 score. And the visitors send up 9, 1, and 2, starting with Jaden Nazaj, who cues the first one left side, and that goes through into left field for a base hit. So he takes the turnaround first, has a leadoff single, and the no-hit bid for Brookdale, albeit a combined effort, is no longer. So they held the Centurions without a hit through the first 5 innings. But Jaden Nazaj, a clean single leading off the game. Now Sammy Nazaj, he shows bunt and misses, strike 1. He has struck out swinging and walked, hitting atop the order. Now set to swing, and it's a strike. So now the bunt is likely off the table in a 2-strike count. Sam Hirschman working his 3rd inning of relief in back of Matt Koenig. 0-2 is outside. One-two pitch. Breaking ball hit toward the middle. Shortstop Nunez can't make the play and ends up going into center field. So Lopez just couldn't pick it up cleanly, and the first 2 Centurions are aboard. So now Alex Fantasky, who was struck out and grounded unassisted to the first baseman, a chance to get his team back into the game. Currently stands as a 5-0 Brookdale lead, but first real scoring chance, and pulled the string on him with a change, 0-1. Now he shows bunt and takes out of the strike zone. So 1-1 count. On deck is the number 3 batter, Austin Frank. So the strategy here may be to move both runners into scoring position. We'll see if Fantasky squares. On 1-1, he's set to swing and he misses. A ball and 2 strikes. Back-to-back hitters that have shown bunt at some point during their plate appearance. But now 2 strikes in the count for Hirschman, and that is foul. So the runner, Nazaj, will head back to second base. He's at second with Sammy Nazaj at first. And the 1-2. Checked the swing and held it in time. Pitch didn't miss by much. And Hirschman didn't get the call. Seems to be a fairly small strike zone this afternoon. Home plate umpire Carl Coaster. 2-2. And it missed off the plate. A couple of close calls. But Hirschman will now have to come with a payoff pitch. A walk would load the bases and bring up Frank. Bucks County is starting to make some more noise from their dugout as the payoff comes, and it's strike 3 called. on the inside corner, and Hirschman freezes Fantasy for the first out. So here's Frank, who is taking a called third strike and flied out to center field. 2 on with 1 out. And no pitch. Frank entered the day at 286 with a home run. So he's a threat. And he takes a called strike. Oh, 1 comes home. Frank with a big swing. 0-2. He was swinging for the downs, looking to score 3. Now he's in an 0-2 hole. Fastball missed. The 1-2. Andrews able to block it, keep it in front. Both Nazages are the base runners at first and second with 1 out. And the next from Hirschman is on the corner, got him looking. And Austin Frank did not think so, but he's punched out for the second time as Brookdale pitchers register their 8th of the afternoon. Second out of the inning, and it'll be left to Evan Erglovich. He has not put a ball in play. He was hit on the jersey by a pitch and drew a walk. No official at bat. 2 on, 2 out. Runners take off. Pitch inside. Throw goes to third. The tag. He's safe. Double steal as the Nazages move up to second and third. Close play. But Jaden, the one who beat the rap, as Andrews made a good throw. Infield back with 2 out. Two and 0.
Come on, kid.
Bucks County was held without a hit entering the inning. They broke that up with a hit this inning, have 2 on base, looking to get back into this game. There's a strike. First of 2 meetings between the teams this season. Back runner Sammy Nazaj dive back in, but Hirschman paying him no minds. Got a 2-1 count on the man at the plate. That's Erglovich. 3-1. Ty Pan would be next. Hirschman looking to get out of trouble. He struck out back-to-back hitters, both on called third strikes. Foul back, and now 2 strikes in the count. With the Nazages on the bases, 3-2 to Erglovich, 5-0 Brookdale, top of the 6th. Hirschman looking to finish off a third scoreless inning, and he does. 3 consecutive strikeouts. He got them all on called third strikes. 2 left on base in the 6th. It's still Brookdale 5-0, middle of the 6th. I'm Brian Gadsford. You're watching Brookdale TV as we stream live on YouTube, Jersey Blues Baseball. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Brookdale leads 5-0. Looking for win number 7 against no losses. Chris Clark leading off. And ball 1. Will be followed in the inning by Declan Sheehan and Justin Lopez, 8, 9, and 1 part of the order. Adrian Santiago is the latest right-hander for Bucks County. Winds up the 1-0 and misses high, 2-0. Clark 0 for 2 is struck out and grounded out to short. Getting the start at second base today. Called a strike. It's very early in the season to look at the standings, but an early look would show Brookdale and Rowan Gloucester each 6-0. Middlesex has more overall wins. They're 8-1. This one is bounced slowly. Going to be a tough play, but it's foul. All 3 of those teams, Brookdale, Rowan Gloucester, and Middlesex, 3-0 to start conference play, which will continue for the Jersey Blues this upcoming weekend. Rowan Cumberland will match up with 3 games, 1 down south on Friday, 2 here on Saturday. And Clark down on strikes, 1 out. Softball season also underway. They've got a doubleheader coming up on Thursday against Mercer County. Basketball season, unfortunately, is wrapped up on campus. Ball one, Declan Sheehan. Now the 9th spot in the order. He's been on base twice, a walk and a double, and scored once. Productive afternoon for the freshman. Spots the outside corner. Justin Lopez next. Brookdale 3 in the third, 1 apiece in innings 4 and 5. It adds up to a 5-0 lead. And Sheehan looks at another strike, that one the off speed. Two on its way. Oh. Did that hit him in the helmet? It hit him somewhere. Down to first he goes, a 1-out base runner. It's a loud sound wherever that ball got him. So back to the top of the order, Lopez. He's been the table setter that Brookdale calls for. Runner takes off. Throw to second on a bounce is not in time. Stolen base. Lopez has twice walked, singled once, scored once. Now looking to drive in a run. And he gets on top of one, high in the air, left field, hit well. Fantasy back reaches up and grabs it. Tagging at second, here's the play, not in time. As Sheehan moves up, so Lopez's fly ball advances the runner, and there are 2 out. So the 2-out chance for Pizzuti, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. He's driven in 1. And he rolls one that'll sneak through in the left for a base hit. And a run is home. Sheehan scores. Pizzuti, a seeing eye single to drive in a run. And it's 6-0. Frank and Pan both had a chance at it, and it went by their diving attempts. And Pizzuti will take it. So Brookdale has scored now in the last 4 innings. And Shane Andrews, first to check in on Pizzuti, back standing. Andrews, a fielder's choice, a double, scored a run, then struck out his last time. Another check-in. And he is getting all of the play from behind the plate, which is a very demanding position, but he's handled it well. Remember, the season started last year. It was pretty much a strict platoon between he and Luca Lemira. But Andrews is the everyday guy now and hitting 3rd in the order on top of it. A lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Santiago behind in the count. And his next pitch, runner goes. Pitch is a ball. Throw to second, going and standing safe. The ball into center field, and off to third goes Pizzuti. So stolen base, throwing error, and now he's at third. 3-0 on Pizzuti. Infield back with 2 out. He swings and pops it in the air. Middle of the diamond, second baseman, that's Nizaj, who squeezes it to end the inning. But Brookdale scores 1. Pizzuti knocks it in after 6. It's 7-0. Six nothing to score. Brookdale in front. We start the 7th inning with Richie Barton. The tall right-hander's first pitch is knee-high, called a strike. Ty Pan leading off. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters will bat for Bucks County. We've been held to just 1 hit in the ball game against Matt Koenig and then Sam Hirschman, and now Barton up and over the head, a ball and a strike. Pan on the day has reached on a fielder's choice and granted into a double play. So twice at bat, hit it on the ground both times. And here he swings and misses and is down 1-2. Brookdale pitching has struck out 11. As Hirschman finished his outing in style with 3 consecutive strikeouts. And another to start the 7th, 1 out. One out, nobody on for Joe Ruggiero. Hitless today on a strikeout and a flyout. 0-1. This is sent deep to left field. Back Pizzuti, that's gone. Just the second hit of the game for Bucks County. Joe Ruggiero strikes for a home run. That breaks up the shutout bid for Brookdale and cuts the lead to 6-1. Ruggiero clubs his first of the year, and he got all of it. Centurions hit their 5th as a team. on the scoreboard as John Mulder. Tough day at the plate for the Bucks catcher. Up twice, struck out both times, and takes ball one. Big swing, and it's a ball and a strike. So they go to retrieve that home run ball over the fence and left. And inside, and it hit him. So Mulder to first. And Milo Condren will be next. 6-1 Brookdale as Bucks County bats in this top of the seventh. A 1-9 inning game on Tuesday afternoon as Barton deals ball one. Two and 0. Barton stands on the mound at 6'6". And a Monmouth Beach looking to carve out his role as one of the key pitchers on the staff. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Centurions have struck for one in the inning on Joe Ruggiero's blast. And the 2-1. 2-2. Condren is grounded out to short, taking a called third strike. Two. Full count. On deck is Jaden Nizaj in the number 9 spot in the order. Pickoff try at first, back safely. Mulder measures the lead. Payoff pitch upcoming. And it's lifted in the air, right center field. Gardner has a beat on it, makes the catch. The runner at first isn't going anywhere, and there is now 2 away. Jaden Nizaj, left-hand hitter. He broke up the no-hit bid with a single to left field, leading off the last inning in the 6th. Hits it high in the air, left side, and that ball is foul. One's winning tight, 1-1. Six-1 the score. We're in the top of the 7th. And the next from Barton. 2-1. And for Bucks County, it's been a very different game than their last doubleheader when they scored runs in buckets. 29 and 35 apiece in a doubleheader sweep. 3-1 the count. In this game, they were no hit through 5. After throwing a no-hitter in Game 2 in their 4-inning win the last game. That's inside ball 4. 2 on base. So Jaden Izaj walks. Now Sammy to the plate. The inning has not come easily for Barton. Bucks County just needs a couple more base runners before the tying run can come to bat, and there's a strike. Sammy Nizaj has struck out swinging, walked, and reached on an error. That by Lopez at short. Inside, 1-1. Barton's been a bit erratic. He's hit a batter, he's walked a batter, and surrendered a home run. Checking on Mulder, and he's safe at second. Jaden Izaj, the base runner, at first. They're on with 2 out. Barton will take some more time. Two and 2. One strike away from getting out of trouble. Barton will come set with 2 on and 2 out. His team in front 6-1. The pitch on the ground to short. Lopez has it, goes the short way at second, and the inning is over. Bucks County scores 1 on Ruggiero's home run, but they leave 2. Middle of the 7th at the stretch. It's Brookdale 6, Bucks County 1.